guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast. It is a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. On this episode, we are joined by Sambaza, host and creator of the Sambaza podcast. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Woke by Accident podcast, a weekly chat about socially conscious topics impacting the culture. Welcome. We are happy to have our co-host, Sambaza, host and creator of the Sambaza podcast, a remarkable figure in the podcasting world, hailing from the Republic of Kenya. He's garnered three nominations for Best African Diasporan Podcast. And in addition, he has been nominated for Best Blog by the Texas Creator Awards. Welcome, Sambaza.
Hey, Jen. Thank you so much. How have you been?
Pretty good. Looking forward to the long weekend.
Yeah. Got any plans?
Just chilling, working on the side business and getting organized and things like that. So.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be doing some selling here and there.
Yes.
I'm just gonna hang out, family. Just do a little bit something here. I think barbecuing, but I'm kind of working for that day. And then I should be free for the rest of the day to barbecue.
Okay. Yeah, definitely going to get some cooking going on too. So yeah.
Is there any special thing that you cook on July 4th? People cook, Americans.
As far as like barbecue or just in general?
In general.
I mean, I guess we always, look for most of the guys look for opportunity to get some barbecue, whether, even if we get a order out somewhere. But if we actually are grilling at home, we like to do like cabbage. You ever put like some vegetables on the grill? There's a way to put some cabbage out on the grill.
Oh.
And like do like little foil pockets, and then, get your seasoning and oil and stuff like that. And it comes out pretty tender. So
nice. I think I've tasted that before. It's really cool. You know what? I want to tell you something interesting. My first American celebration was actually July 4th.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, when I got into the country way back when.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah, I remember those days. Well, it was kind of Africanish July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
The Joe Pool Lake. The people who know me, who come to listen to this, will also be able to tell what was going on. But that was that's how it went down, and it was great. It was great.
Okay, cool. So today we do not have a guest. It'll just be Sambaza and I, and we're going to get into some current events and news stories that we will take a stab at to review and analyze for you guys. So we're calling this Headlines and Hot Takes. So hopefully Sambaza will give us some hot takes on some of these headlines that we are going to get into. In particular, there's three in particular that we will cover. And we'll share about that a little bit more. But before we do, Sambaza will share
an affirmation.
Okay, an affirmation.
Yeah, today I have an affirmation. I thought I was going to miss out on it, but I'm going to put in this affirmation to start off with. The affirmation of the day says, "I am open to new opportunities that help me grow and evolve." That's okay. I think we need some of those. Looking for opportunities. Actually, yesterday I went to do a small business meeting. I was dragged to drive out an hour away. So we went and sat there and did this meeting, and we learned about how to start a business. It's like a small business organization that they help you start off a business, and they kind of guide you into ways in terms of accounting. They look through your
an incubator or incubator.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the social and stuff like that. So it was really interesting. Something that anyone can look into. They do have it in your local areas. If you want to start a business, you definitely want to check around and see these companies or these nonprofits that actually offer you information on how to start a business.
Okay. Was there one in particular that you wanted to share, or you're just saying in general?
in general, I mean, this one was
Mhm.
one for Tyler. It's in Texas, so it's in
Okay.
Tyler. You have one, and come to find out that it's also in the local area in Forney where we stay at. So
Hmm.
yeah, you can find one in the local area. They do have plenty of them, and the guy was great at giving us knowledge about how to start a business. It was just a quick run through, and then you sign up, and then they now give you a one-on-one um,
Okay.
type of consultation. And I think it's
Nice.
what's the charge? They're not charging you; it's free.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's excellent. We definitely promote entrepreneurship and all the things. So thank you for sharing that. Do you also have a proverb to share?
Oh yes. Last time did we? I missed a. No, last time what happened was so I had got everything in right, and then suddenly it just disappeared. Fun facts.
Oh,
Yeah. But this time we're in the country of Benin. Now, Benin is widely recognized as the birthplace of voodoo religion, which is deeply ingrained in the country, its culture, and has its national holiday. Oh, it has a voodoo holiday. All right. So snakes are part of the, or are particularly the royal python, are revered in Benin, with some believing that a snake crossing one's path is a sign of good luck. Don't tell that to my to Tiffany. She'll be like, nah. Yeah, I have a story about that. So Benin has one of the youngest populations in the world, meaning that its median age is 17, and
mhm.
almost 65% of its population is under 25, which is
Wow,
actually really weird. Yeah.
significant.
Yeah, and the national animal of Benin is the leopard. The leopard. Yeah,
Okay,
it's a strong animal.
nice.
However, now for the proverb or the day. The mouse laughs at the cat when there is a hole nearby.
Hmm. Okay. The mouse. So, what can you share with us about this
That's the last
proverb?
one. Oh, it's you started off with the
Okay.
think about it.
So I guess this is you're asking what I feel about the yeah.
Well,
So like I'm thinking Tom and Jerry, right? And the little mouse pops out of the hole, but the cat can't fit in there, right? The only the mouse can. So I guess he sees that as an opportunity to make a move that he can only take. So he's taking advantage of that, and so that may bring a laugh to him, like "haha, you can't catch me" type. I
and if
don't
you look at it in real life, when you have an opportunity that is designated only for you, it
know.
doesn't matter what happens around you to try and stop it. They're not gonna stop you. It's like you can't fail. This is
Okay.
you, right? Um, when you graduate, you're about to graduate your college, and hear people, you know, um, you can take a laugh at somebody who told you you'll never make it because hey, you're like, look at me now. I'm going to walk up that stage, and you can't do nothing about that. So those are the things I would associate the proverb to be for today.
Okay, I like that. That was a good one, and I I caught that pretty quick. So that was a good one. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
So we will introduce our topic. So we're getting into some headlines. There's three in particular that we will dig into today. So the first will be about your president, Donald Trump, and his big beautiful plan. So we're kind of take a little stab at that and I'll give you a little summary and talk about what does that look like if we are have this plan, this tax plan coming toward us, or this tax bill rather. The next one will be about Sean Diddy Combs, who actually had the verdict in his racketeering and sex crimes case handed out today. So we'll talk about that for a bit. And then the other topic will be the latest going on with the tensions in Iran. So,
Can we switch it up and do the Diddy laugh?
why?
Because I don't want to end up. I like the fun part. That's more fun than pensions and our
Why
land.
is that the fun part?
Well, I don't know. It's just weird politics. Anyway, let's start with a big, beautiful plan. Uh, it went. It passed. It passed with a 51 by 50.
I
Uh,
saw that.
yeah,
Right.
because JD Vance had to go in, and he was the one who was breaking the tie, broke the tie with the 51, which is kind of funny because I think a couple of years ago in his tenure, when they were trying to stop the Medicare Act, what was that? The senator, he died. McCain. He was the only one left, and it was him to make the vote go over or under. And
Right.
he said no, and you could see them begging on the floor to make him change his mind, and he said no. But
Mhm.
back to this particular one. So with this one, it's already passed. I mean, right now they're actually changing it. It's not going to be the big beautiful plan. They want to change it to a different name. Uh,
Mhm.
Mike Johnson has been told you got to change it. It's not going to go well with the people out there. A few things that you need to know about the bill. They say they're not going to cut Medicaid, but they're not going to cut Medicaid. So what's
Mhm.
going to happen is, in order to qualify for Medicaid, there are some stipulations that you have to have. You have to have a certain amount of income to
Mhm.
prove that you are that you qualify for it. Now, there's some with the Medicaid. There's something I was listening to. I didn't catch it so well, but I'm gonna wait on that. If I remember, I'll go back to it. Now, let's talk about the food stamps, SNAP. You have to work about 80 hours a month in order to qualify for that. Now, which means that some people will not be able to get it, and then you qualify until it's up to 65, and then if your child is 14 years old, there's stipulation about your child being 14 years old. uh,
Mhm.
you have to show status. You have to show status being in the US. And now, since some people who are, undocumented and stuff like that, you need to show
Right.
some type of social security. Actually, some sort of social security will have to be placed in there. Now, to show that social security, some people don't have that. Therefore, it kicks a lot of people out. So that's one of the things that will kick you out of the SNAP, the food programs that they have available. So what they've done also is that the food programs, you have to go ahead, you have to get. Okay, so before it was the country, the federal government is the one that used to push SNAP, right? So now they're
Mhm.
saying, okay, we're going to push SNAP, but you're going to have to come up with some of it. There's a percentage that you're going to come up with. So in order for you to come up with that percentage, now it depends on who's available. It's supposed to be for everyone. Now,
Right.
when a particular state is in a crunch, they may look at the food stamps and say, look, we can't pay up in this food stamp, so they're going to cut off from its budget, and that's where things start affecting a lot of people, and now you start losing that part. So
Okay. Hang on. You haven't taken a breath. So you haven't taken a breath. So okay. So this bill,
mm,
which the way they set it up, it was supposed to, give tax cuts, be heavy on border patrol, ICE funding, a lot of changes to Medicaid and SNAP. You kind of mentioned a few. Just based on what you've mentioned there, what you do you feel like this is a negative impact to our community? For example, is basically making it more difficult to get food stamps, right? It's more requirements and rules with, they're putting more layers up, right?
they say they're trying to cut out the fraud, especially with the Medicaid. They say
Mm.
they're trying to cut out the fraud, but just by the implementation of this particular plan, I think already like some millions of people are going to be missing out on Medicaid just
Mhm.
for that. I mean, strictly just that, and you're out.
Right. That legitimately need this. Right. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. But what they're saying is there's a lot of fraud that is being committed in Medicaid.
Hmm.
So they're trying to curb on it, and all this is centered around what they say illegal immigrants. But
Right.
I'd like to make this known. food stamps, and Medicaid. Majority of the people who have it are Caucasian people. It's
Mm,
shared across the border. We're not that many that have it, but it's just optics. They make it sound like
it
we use it more than they do. But when you look at the whole picture in a broader perspective, it's the people who are the Caucasians are the ones who actually use it the most. But like I said, politics and how they spin it around makes it look like it's the black people who are using it more often than not. So
But
that's
these changes and, I guess more, making it more difficult to access is going to impact everybody. So, yeah, that's not necessarily a good thing for, common people, regular people who need these benefits.
yeah. And I don't know what. Oh, by the way, there's a on top of that, in 2017, Trump brought in some taxes that was supposed to be temporary. But
Hmm.
now, as part of this bill, he's actually making it, it becomes permanent. So this is what is going on. There's some of these bills. I think people need to go out there and look at what is going on. Somebody said, you know what, tomorrow you wake up, the only thing you'll find different is is a piece of thingy here. Your accountant is the one who will actually be able to tell that there is a difference in what you're going to receive and not what you're not going to get. For
Okay.
us normal citizens, I think Jen and I, you'll wake up tomorrow morning, you'll fuel your car, you'll go to work. It, it won't do much.
Hmm.
The only
I
thing is you're looking at politics.
Right, right.
I don't know.
So,
How do you like? How do you feel when you look at it?
I mean, you're saying in particular with these benefits, like, and yeah, I guess I think it will be impact to people who truly need this benefit, and who are not doing fraud and things like that. So it's gonna be something to get used to, and an adjustment for sure. And I think it will hurt a lot of people.
Yeah,
you know
I'm sure getting the specifics about it because they played around with percentages like a crazy percentage
hmm
to make sure that um yeah you I can afford what I can afford. I'm going to struggle, but
right.
someone who's out down and out, yeah, they're going to see the difference and it's coming. We just have to we'll wait and see. But and on top of this, even this the way it is with the plan itself, the rich are still going to remain richer, and
Mm.
as I
Oh,
say, the poor are
absolutely.
going to remain poor. But one thing
Absolutely.
I always look at it in this perspective. Have you ever watched this? There's a movie, um, a couple of movies that have been 7 seconds. Is it 7 seconds? I think Justin Timberlake was in it, where you had time, out of time. If you watch that movie, Out of Time, where
Yeah,
you were given an amount of time to live, and then you had to work, and then you get an amount of time, where the billionaires up there realized that they had amassed the amount of time, and they're the ones who used to bring the time down to you. I think if you look at those movies, they have a place in society, and they are telling the people at one point in time things will change,
hmm
but it's not now. Right now, we just have
hmm
a totally different ideology that is sweeping the nation, and maybe some other time it'll come and pass, and who knows? Yeah.
Okay, so this looks like it is coming to us. The American people is it has passed House and Senate, so I think they're working on the changes, and like you said, they're going to change the name and things like that. So yeah, we definitely pay attention so that we are aware of what's going on, and are ready for these changes because they are coming.
Yeah.
Now, next, you said you want to
Don't be
talk about.
fooled. Don't be fooled with the gas. You know the gas right now is going to be low, and then
Mm,
the eggs are back being cheap. What did they say? This place, Waffle House, is taking off the added tax or added
oh.
that they have on eggs because they're saying now eggs is okay. So those little things will fool you and think that, oh yeah, it's going on good. but on the back end, something ain't right. So
Right.
yeah, it's just it's all politics. And by the way, remember the primaries are coming soon. So no,
Hmm.
the midterms are coming. So those are the ones that will decide. And think this is the reason why
That's true.
these things get to pass here and there, because people are scared of their seats, and that's politics. But we'll see.
Right. So definitely be looking for that and make sure you guys exercise your right to vote in all of those elections, the little elections, local elections, all of the elections. As a former prior election judge, I can't tell you enough how important it is and it can really make a difference. But before we go on, you want to talk to the chat?
Yeah. Ed, welcome to the show. Peace, family, as he says, and
Hey.
we're happy to have you around. All right. What's the next episode?
Okay.
Yeah, the next episode. It is an episode in itself.
So, per your request, you want to talk about Iran?
Yeah.
Gonna change my order up. You know what? Sheesh. Okay, so tensions with Iran. So we want to take a look at where we stand with military movements, nuclear discussions, breakdowns, the ripple effect that can, impact us globally. Things got really scary for a minute there when your president, you know, um, sent out a strike, and I will let you continue on that.
So this is what happened. Israel decided. So the tension has been all. So Israel has this ideology that Iran is going to try to wipe it out.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with that in mind, once you have that ideology, it sticks with you. So, the current president Netanyahu is trying to win his votes and win his people.
Mm-hmm.
So he always, I'm going to say, in my perspective, he always looks at Iran as a threat, and they don't want them
Mm-hmm.
to build nuclear weapons. But these guys have been building nuclear weapons for a long time. So they decided, hey, you know what? We're going to hit them because they have nuclear weapons, and it looks like they do have nuclear weapons because they have rich uranium, and it gets to a certain level where you want to. When you get to that particular level, you start you have become a superpower, right? And that's what they want
Mm-hmm.
to become, so that they can be able to influence stuff around the globe. They can have a say anywhere in the geopolitics of around there. So like Russia, can't tell Russia anything because they they own their part, and they have nuclear weapon, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, back to um Israel. So Israel decided to strike them. So they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll strike them, and they'll be calm." Well, according to the Ayatollah Khomeini, that's what it's called. He's the supreme leader.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to retaliate, and when he retaliated, they thought that they have this defense of theirs that would stop missiles from coming through. Normally, when these other people do it from the Palestine, the Hamas, they always intercept it and they never get far.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, they figured out the technology and how to break through that dome of defense, and it scared the people. For the first time, people were scared, and that brought a lot of questions as what type of military equipment they have, what type of stuff that they can do if they can penetrate the dome. Even if it was, you see, even if it was just snippets of it just penetrating, that already creates fear. It's like terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact that you are secure and thought that, like the way we see ourselves within this border, and then you say, hey, somebody has climbed through and has done something, and you're like, oh wow, how did it happen? Already now that strikes in your mind that there's a possibility of this happening again. So the US decided, hey, you know what, because this is happening, we're going to retaliate. So they took some They took some fighter jets and went over there and dropped some heavy ton bombs, and they figured out some sites that they wanted to go hit that looked like they had rich uranium. They did that fine. Everything went okay. They came back. However, reports came back that there is some belief that it was not as they thought it was, and now
Mm-hmm.
that's up to questions because one, people aren't allowed to go in there. Um, Two, uh, like I said, people are not stupid. They already knew that America was going to come and bomb those places, and they may have been giving them bait and telling them that that's where it is. So, according to your president, as we can say now, he had said that they had obliterated the place, but that's neither here nor there. It's still being questioned, and also the fact that they still the program now. They said, "Oh, you haven't really killed their program. You've just set it back 6 months behind." And then there are all these reports that they killed a whole bunch of scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Those could just be texts. I mean, the knowledge that they have is still there, circulating around somewhere, and who
Now,
knows what they have.
okay. So you kind of like set up what led us to where we are with them. Talk about the US involvement and then and that, what that looks like, because I think that's the part that really shocked a lot of people. Is like all of a sudden it's just like, okay, we're watching this go on, and then like, oh no, we're involved. We're in this.
So I think it was a bait. Israel baited the U.S. to
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and get involved in it, because as it was going on, they kept on retaliating. Each time they send stuff, they send missiles over. Iran was sending missiles back, even though they were intercepting them. They were still making some headwind because
Right,
you
retaliation.
all you
Mm-hmm.
need to, yeah, all you need to do is just make people get scared. So when they hear those sirens, you get scared. When you feel you're safe, when you feel you're unsafe, that's all they needed to do. So the US was like, okay, what are they having right now? And then all this going back and forth. Like they have this weapons. They have all this uranium. They're gonna make a bomb. They can make a nuclear bomb. Who knows? Well, the US got baited and they fell for it, and then they went and attacked. And when they attacked, I think two facilities were attacked. One was in Qatar. But
Mm-hmm.
check this out. The Iranians told the Qataris, they called them and told them, "Hey, look, that facility over there, something gonna happen. So y'all be ready. We just had to let you guys know. Don't be shocked when you see something coming through. Just know we're aiming that. We're not aiming anywhere else." So they did
Mm-hmm.
that just, as a way of telling them, "Look, it doesn't mean that you are over there. It doesn't mean that you're safe." So that's all that had gone around, and that's how the U.S. got involved. And it also brings a whole new issue because remember, is it Iran? Not Iran. Some country again told them that they were going to shut down the sea route that they use. The Straits of this is the Straits of Hormuz was going to be cut off.
Okay.
And as soon as they said that, stocks started tumbling.
Mm.
See, all these things have an effect in the world. Everybody
Absolutely.
knows, yeah, knows what to do at a certain time. And well, that ended, and they had a ceasefire, and we're here now.
Yeah, I saw that about the
But,
ceasefire.
I'll tell you the truth here. I don't think these guys are that stupid. They knew what they were doing, and if it's uranium they have enough to produce a bomb. They just played them to their
Mhm.
hand, show them like, hey, you know what, we got it like this. But I kid you not. Reports said that they have moved it a couple of days ago before they hit that facility. I could believe that. Or
Mhm.
they could even have shown you, like, to make you think that they moved some stuff and then you start thinking like, oh, we did not do the job well, or maybe they figured out how to process, how to, because they say these bombs are able to go down and do whatever.
Right.
They know these things. They prepare for these things. I mean, if you prepare for war, you get yourself ready for stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it's a game of cat and mouse. Remember what we said about
Mhm.
the proverb today, right?
We did.
Um, yeah. What was it? The mouse laughs at the cat when there's a hole nearby,
Right.
and they were not having a problem with the ceasefire and getting down to the table to have the talks. Why? Because they're like, oh, okay, we can talk, but are you sure that's what they want?
Mhm.
Just buying time.
Mm. So, okay. Well, it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game, but
Yeah, and it's historical. You just have to look at the when you deal with these things, when you're looking at, especially when, as an American, or even as a foreigner, when we're looking at this
mhm.
thing, you have to look at history first, and then look at the geopolitics that happens around there. What is a necessity? What is the reason why they do this? Um, there's always a history going back and forth, and that's why we send these billions and, as he says, billions and billions of dollars to Israel.
Mhm.
That's the reason why Israel is given money, because Israel says if they are to sit in there, Iran is gonna wipe them out. So we send the money over there to help them protect from Iran doing anything. So now he's probably put the money to good use and test the equipment that we sent them, or whatever they built. So
Mm.
yeah, that's world politics.
Okay. All right. Thank you for giving us that update and summary of where we stand with Iran. I know if you are not watching the news daily, you can literally miss out on something because it's just every day there's something different going on. You like with Donald Trump, made that call. It was just like, wait, what? I think I even sent you a text like, oh my God. Like, wait. This is, yeah. So, like, in a minute, like everything can be different. So we gotta, definitely, stay tuned to, the details that unfold because it can impact us. Like it literally can affect us as Americans in the US.
Yeah,
Um,
people don't see it's a war back there, but have you looked at your stocks? How much
oh,
money, yeah, that impact.
absolutely.
Yeah, BlackRock might be making a lot of money because their equipment is going to be bought. So whoever invests in BlackRock, because they're the ones who have equipment, they're like, hey, okay, we're making money. But somebody else over there, if you're having your Apple stock, or you bought some stock in some shipping company,
Mm-hmm. Mm.
then you have to start thinking.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Look, don't even get me started on the stock market. Like, no.
No, but even with that, those small things that hit you like that, like the food comes in, Amazon stuff.
Mhm.
If it's going to take a longer route to come down, instead of using that hummus, right? It goes through another way. That takes time. With that taking time, that means the things that you ordered will take a longer time to get here. Meaning
That's
that,
true. That's true.
and you're sitting here like, man, that thing from Temu or Shein is taking a long time to come.
Oh God, don't even get me started on the Timu and Shane. You still buying that stuff, man? Look.
No, they actually said it today on the stock market that, and I watched the MSNBC. They said, they've noticed that there's a lower percentage of people purchasing stuff from there right now.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Let's acknowledge the
Oh
chat.
yeah. Before we move to the next one, hey, about that wallet. Hey, bro, how you doing? Welcome
Hey.
to the show. Oh, by the way, I hope you are going to be speaking at the Afros and Audio. The submissions are coming up this week. I think by the 7th, is it 6th? Sunday. This coming Sunday. So on Sunday night by midnight, if you haven't put it in, Afros and Audio, I am sorry you cannot be able to speak.
What is
But
this Afros audio that you speak of,
well,
Sambaza?
the 17th, it's 17th to the 19th or 18th to the 20th of October. I'm an ambassador. Wow, let me
Are
see.
you referring to the Afros Audio Podcast Festival?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right.
Yeah, they
Because
have it.
everybody doesn't know about this Afros and audio that you speak of.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah. So yeah,
yeah. But shout out
he
to Anthony. Thank you
actually
for
he did
coming
something.
by.
Yeah, he did something last year too. I'm serious.
You missed out, Sambaza, when you were gone. Anthony was a co-host on the podcast, and we had a great episode that was really great. Look, we could have had a whole brand deal for Frontier the way that he talked about Frontier. Okay, that was a moment. I'm gonna spin those reels again because somebody on my TikTok tried to say something negative. I think I we ain't gonna call no names, but we know who that was. But look, he did the darn thing with that episode,
Oh,
so that was a great one.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We really appreciate
Yes. So
that.
shout out to Anthony. And last week you missed out. I don't know if I tagged you or text you when this is going on. He celebrated 5 years on his show, and he actually gave out a book, and I won another book from about that Wallace. So shout out to yeah, and I actually got it. So
So you got two books.
I have two books that are really great.
Different ones.
Yes, two great financial literacy awareness type of books that get me on the right path that I need to be on with my finances. The summertime is a great time to get into some great books that are out here, and so I'm really excited. He said we had fun. And it was a great show. He had a lot of engagement. It was like excellent. So kudos to Anthony, and all of the independent creators out here doing the good work for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you just did you did your 5 years too. I've done my 5 years. I think I'm going to
Did.
do 5 years soon. Actually, in a month's time, I'll be doing 5 years.
Will it? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be hitting
Right.
that 5 year map and kind of celebrate it. And man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time, and I think that's part of what I want to give back to the community of Afros and audio. I think maybe talk about 5 years to the
Isn't
people.
that awesome? I think it would be dope, and this is just thinking out loud, if we had a table, even though we ain't gonna talk about how much the table costs. Like, instead of, the speaker thing is great, but I just think you should get like a table.
I think when you talk about the 5 years, people who are celebrating 5 years should come up and do a show.
What?
Like Anthony, you, somebody, get together and do a show.
Oh, okay.
Because I think there's one option for the new and aspiring podcasters, and then you just kind of talk about the 5.
Oh, but you're saying like have it organized, and that's a thought. That's a thought.
If you're coming,
yeah, it remains.
Okay.
I'm still working on that.
Anthony, if you're coming, just hit me up. And then we could probably do something in those lines.
Hey,
Would it be cool if you can get an African and come on stage too? From Africa, just talk about 5 years. What are we celebrating 5 years too? Like a remote.
That's an idea.
Really cool.
All
But
right.
hey, look, so many things we're working out on. That's okay.
Let's see. Oh, he didn't apply to speak this year, but he actually, by the way, and he's so humble, he will be a speaker at FinCon, the 2025 FinCon, which is all the financial alley of what he is an expert at. So we're super geeked about having some representation at the FinCon. So kudos. Woohoo! So that is a huge moment for our good friend, Mr. Weaver. Nice. So shout out to him for that. And yeah, I would love to attend a FinCon because I need to con my fins.
Yeah. Jen, first thing you have to first you, you don't no first
What?
one, Afro Audio. As an ambassador for Afros and Audio, wait till I get my shirt. I need to clean it up because I
Uh-oh.
haven't. I wore it in Kenya, so I need to go wash it. It's white. So once I'm done with that, then I'll come and show it out. But this time it's Manchester United. However, first things first, you need to show up for Afros and Audio. Then you can finance the other part. Afros and Audio first. Then we talk about the rest. All right.
Says the ambassador for
Yes,
Afro's Audio. Okay.
yes. I'm pushing it. And yeah, I think this was a nice segue for starting the next topic. But
Is it?
yeah, I think there's another one coming. There's something coming up soon, but we'll talk about it next time. But Afros and Audio is the one that we're focusing on, and oh, the BPA social is also upcoming soon. You know that the BPA social, yeah, I think that's sometime in August or July, August sometime. One of our friends is also going to be doing a talk there. Dominic is doing a talk over there. I saw him post something out there. So yeah, we have some things coming up.
For sure. And this BPA, would that be the Black
Black
Podcasters Association?
Yes, Black
Okay, great.
Podcast Association for Black Podcasters. You guys, you need to register yourself in there, and there's some good stuff coming out from them.
And
They have yeah.
we did have a prior episode with the founder of the Black Podcasters Association, Corey Gums. Please refer back to that episode where he talked about the vision and inspiration for starting it and what the organization has done. So, we that was a really great episode and conversation with Corey. At that time, you can just do a search on the Woke by Accident YouTube page for Corey Gums, and that will come right up, or on anywhere your podcasts can be heard to listen to that conversation. But yeah, BPA, shout out to the BPAs.
All right. So we got next. Ooh. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, we have been getting into some current events, talking about your president and all the friends.
I'll go to the baby oil.
You know what? Not Sambaza is ready for the baby oil. Okay. Gonna be able to find baby oil in the store. Ain't gonna be able to find it, right? So anyway, Sean Diddy Combs' verdict, right? So they have been doing this trial for 7 weeks, and we finally got a verdict right before the holiday. So this is where we stand, and literally today, July 2nd. What are you laughing about?
I just can't get over the baby oil.
Is that so? Look, you know what? Stop. So,
Okay, I'm back.
hip hop musician, entrepreneur, Sean Diddy Combs, if you've been living under a rock somewhere, was facing 5 charges, and he was found guilty of 2 of the counts. So the jury found Diddy guilty on the 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, one involving, they named the people during the case, and then, so the 2 counts of prostitution. So that was the only one that they got him on, the RICO type of charges, the racketeering, which that was the one that he could have been facing life if that would have held up. So I think just hearing that was off the table was like a win. You know what I mean? And
could not figure it out. Some of
the obviously,
they were like, they were like,
to get that off the table. So acquitted on the top charges, which was the racketeering conspiracy under RICO, and not guilty on the sex trafficking charges. So he'll avoid life sentences associated with those counts. So that is huge. Now, the ones that he did get found guilty on carry a maximum of 10 years. So he could be facing, at the worst of it, 20. But, hopefully it'll, for his sake, it'll be less than that with time served and things like that.
He's gonna be like R. Kelly. He's gonna be there. He's gonna do some time.
No,
I
it's a
mean, look, he
different
wasn't gonna
situation
miss
than
it.
R. Kelly. He got hit with.
He's not gonna miss. He's not. He's not. No, he's still gonna go to jail. He's not gonna miss jail. He's gonna face some time. You got to get that mugshot. He's gonna get a mugshot for sure, and he's gonna.
He already has a mugshot.
No,
Yeah, he
no,
already.
real mugshot. The one that leave alone that one with the towel. No, he's gonna be the one that the one that you face that surface. Yeah, that one. So, and then he's not even. He still has a civil. They still gonna press him up.
Right. I think they said there's like a couple dozen or something
Yeah.
on this.
Well, most of the time,
Yeah.
usually he's gonna have to settle with that because there's so much. It's too much. It's so much going on. So,
But this is the worst of it. So I mean, it's definitely a win.
yeah.
So go ahead and give us your hot take on the Diddy situation.
I mean, you still gotta pay. That's money he's gonna lose. It's not cheap.
I
The
would
lawyers
say
are
your
gonna have
freedom is more significant. So I think that's why, to hear that life is off the table is a rejoice. Even if I got to go and do 5 years, 10 years, whatever, like that's a win. And you can always get out. Like, look at these cases where these, like crime, gangsters and things like that are getting out, and they were facing life, some of them, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden with the things going on, it's gone. It's that people are getting out, and not just due to Donald Trump. It's different reasons. So to hear that that's off the that's definitely a win and a celebration for his family and things like that. So
yeah, he should start making money out of that baby oil thing. They should.
you know what?
But here are a couple of things I want to say.
Mhm.
Number one, men, stop flying out women to your places. That
Uh-oh.
can constitute to prostitution, because when you fly them out and something happens, then you get into trouble. Let them fly themselves out if they're coming to see you. But if this one
Oh,
come and see me, flew out, you're in trouble.
wait,
And
not them flying themselves out.
like, bring yourself up. Bring yourself. Yeah, pick a tab when you come. But I'm not. No. If I'm a young man, not right now. I am not flying you out, because once you pay that, that's making you liable to a lot of things, and most people don't understand that, because that can get you into serious trouble. And now another interesting thing. I was watching the news. I just happened to catch it. No, I just happened to catch it. They said the millennials, like us, like you and I, we're not millennials. We
Who's not a millennial? I'm still.
we revere.
I'm in the cutoff. I'm in the cutoff.
You're the cutoff? Okay, fine. But we revere, I think we revere P. Diddy with what he did, right? All the stuff that he's done. I mean, in the music industry, I saw him, you saw him come up. You see how he did his work, work ethic and all that to become who he is, right? The younger generation right now, they don't perceive him the same way as you perceive him. Because remember, there was a reality show that he did when he was creating a group of, when he was doing like a band or something, that he got this all female band he was trying to create. Now, a lot of what he was doing there, those crazy things that they tell him, oh, go get some sausage, whatever, some ice cream for a particular store and it's closed and they have to run up and they find it closed. Then he's all up in them and trying to, he pushes them over the limit to get some things. I think when they look at it and examine it, they say now the younger generation look at him as, bruh, you are doing too much. You see, so there's that break in generation that views him differently than what we view him as.
But
Like
that's
like the same.
interesting that you.
Uh-huh.
No, go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you have to say.
No, I was going to say that I feel like people are so starstruck and obsessed with the celebrity and all of that. If he were to have that show on right now with a whole new group of up and coming artists, and he told them to go walk to. I think they would do it. I think they would still go. I mean, they're going to huff and puff like those kids did at the time. You know, they were all in their 20s. You know, at the time they huffed and puffed, but they went and did it. And I think that people would still go and do whatever he told them to go do, go walk that way. And I think he would do it. You know what I mean? And I'm very familiar. I actually got to meet the band from
You
the
did?
yeah, like a album signing back in the day. And
Oh,
yeah.
let me throw in this Michael Jackson family, the Jackson Five. Okay, let's put it out
Okay.
there. There's a group of people who said Joe Jackson was a mean old fella, right? By what they
Okay.
did, in standards of what he did to create this big empire that is going to last for centuries and centuries. Doesn't matter how many years, we'll always know about the Jackson Five, right? But there's another camp that tells you, yeah, this was a mean old guy. The way he did his kids, you shouldn't do that. You should
Mm-hmm.
practice, polite parenting, passive parenting, where the kids are asked what they want to do, what they choose to do, and what they feel is right for them. All you're doing there is just standing and guiding them, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you don't put your hands on them or don't use a switch. So that's the same thing that we're looking at right now with the Sean Diddy Combs or Puff Daddy Combs, whatever you call him now. He has so many names going there. Diddy, Daddy, whatever. I'm sure someone called him Daddy, but
Wait.
maybe also.
So tie this analogy to
But what
Michael
it
Jackson.
is, but when you see those two camps, you have two camps that think differently. The younger generation, the older generation.
Right.
Jackson Five, the Jackson Fives are a different generation when you're looking at it than there's another generation that came after the Jackson Five. Now, we're probably the ones who saw the Jackson Five, right? We caught the
You
fame,
might have saw the Jackson Five.
caught the fame. But then when you analyze, you say, wow, these guys were treated so bad, right? When Michael Jackson came and said all what he said, right?
Okay, so you're not talking about Diddy's treatment of the women. You're talking about the way he treated his artists.
Yeah, but it's even the way he treated the women, that's what you see in him. That's his image. Are you getting me? These are now if I you have to catch the I don't know if you're catching the drift. Let's go with the Jackson. There's an older generation that says whooping what he did, whooping those kids to be what they were.
Okay, wait.
Then we have another generation that looked at the Jackson Five and said, hey, you know what? This man did so bad by whooping these kids, right? Okay, now translate
Mhm.
come Diddy. Diddy's generation, the ones that revered him were like, which is you said you on the cutoff line. I was there. They're like, oh wow, this guy had a work ethic. He worked so hard. He used to jump on trains, two trains, jump everywhere, go back, into the studio, do this. He made
Okay.
he made no, what is his name? Biggie Smalls to be what he is. Then
Mhm.
he did a lot for other people. He brought
Right.
New York on the map, right? We revere him like that. Well, this other generation now, that's the fourth in line, right? Looks at him and is like, man, this man really pushed people to be so whatever, so hard. He demanded a lot out of people, whereas they consider it as cruelty. You get what I'm saying?
No, I
So
get it, but I don't
generations
know if that's a fair comparison. I don't know if that's apples and apples. But no, I get it. I get it.
what I just gave you is a progression of how people have thought in the past to where we are now.
Well, that's why I was asking if you're talking about his artists, to
Difficult?
his artists, or you're saying to
No,
his partners.
no. It becomes his persona.
Hmm.
You're
That
looking at the
he's
persona of the Jackson, the Joe Jackson. What was the persona of Joe Jackson? That was a hard man. He did what he did. Parent. That's not how parents should do. So then there's a generation that says,
okay.
no, no, that he wasn't a
No,
good
no,
parent.
I get it. I
You
hear
see,
you.
so when you look at the persona and look at the generations that come through that, you understand now why he is who he has become now.
Hmm.
They don't. Most people will be like. it'll be forgotten what he has done. But I mean, the music industry, he is a force, just like Mr. R. Kelly. He is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh
But
God. Not R.
you're
Kelly.
here.
Yeah. Did anybody go check on R. Kelly after his
They
health?
said he's being
Uh,
poisoned.
what is it?
They said he was being poisoned.
Look, that's not funny. Like people
Sorry,
turn
I'm
up,
sorry.
especially being in prison like that. Weird things happen. So I was all saying somebody might need to go check on him. His whoever's in his corner. I guess he still has those two girlfriends that did the Gale interview that time.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
might
well,
need
you
to.
never know because he was behind. He was behind there, looking at them like, no, don't say this.
Well, I think
Remember,
one
I
of them
think,
is still in his corner, actually.
well,
Ariel, whatever her name is, but
oh, okay. Oh, what's his name? Anthony said David Beckham's dad did the same thing to David Beckham,
just be
and he
hard
was
on him. Yeah.
right. And now look at what you get. You get a superstar, but then they don't like it. I think Andre
Well,
Agassi was thinking Tiger
okay.
Woods.
Yeah, there's some stories about Earl and R.I.P. Earl and R.I.P. Joe Jackson. Yeah, but I don't know that that's fair because of what Diddy was accused of, and we actually got to see, with that hotel footage that even his own attorneys admitted that he is, abusive toward his partners, his love partners. That several moments in the case came up about him being violent towards women, not just being tough on his artists or being rough, like this comparison to Joe. That's why I don't know if that's a fair, in my view, my opinion, I don't know if that's a fair comparison, but it doesn't take anything away from his work and ethic and the contributions that he's made to the music industry and artists' career. Many are my, favorite artists, like, literally Bad Boy, that whole period of the 90s is a big part of, upcoming, so watching this whole thing unfold was kind of, tough to see someone that you really thought highly of, that they are an abuser of women, you know what I mean? That they're into these weird, weird things. But people do a lot of things when when we turn off the lights and pull out the baby oil. So
There's a start. When the lights, camera, and action comes in, there's two different people.
Oh no, and I think the hot take here on my side is that we shouldn't idolize or put people on that pedestal, right? Like they're just a person, you know what I mean? Like they're and don't put anything past anybody. Like anybody's capable. You would hope to think that someone that you admire would not be capable of these things, but the truth is that they could be, capable of doing something alarming, and that, hopefully he learns the lessons from this if he doesn't have to serve a heavy sentence and he gets to, go and be with his family and stuff like that. Good for him. It's not so great for the, people who,
I think he's going to be
on the
humbled.
other side.
He's going to be
Hopefully, hopefully he learns something
people
from
like
it.
Fabulous. When you get people like Fabulous who, in New York, they don't play. When they come after you, especially when they're looking for this racketeering stuff like that, when they come after you, they come after you. And once I think whether or not you're into stardom or anything, I think that has an effect on you as a human being. It humbles you to the most, and especially when they had to hear all that, the stuff that he does and was out in public. Now it's public knowledge, it'll be public knowledge soon. And still, when you go ahead and settle out of court, that's also like almost like an admission of guilt. And so I think history will regard him
Not
as
in every case, but
I saw you in a video, and right now you came in, and all these women who said that you did are here and said, "Hey, you need to pay us," and you decided, "I'm going to pay you." Optics. So, in my opinion, because I am Stephen Sambaza and I speak for me and
Yeah.
he'll be judged differently. But
Hmm.
he has that part where he does his contributions. I mean, you can always clean him up and do some stuff on his side and make
Oh
him
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. There's definitely, a comeback. I think people have come back from worse. The biggest
He ain't come back.
comeback.
He ain't gonna come back this one.
Hold on. What's
He won't.
the brother that's in politics that has the podcast with Kelly Cross in out of Florida? He came back from a pretty ugly and nasty scandal. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, because he was running for something.
But you see, that's politics. Politics. He is in the music industry. When you're in the music industry, there's a high. You have like a curve. It's like a beauty.
What's the
It's like a
name?
boxer, a UFC fighter, a boxer, a musician. All those have a high and a low.
Andrew something. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is his name? You know what I'm talking about?
That's new.
Andrew, Florida. Oh, Tiffany Cross is her name. I said Kelly Cross. It's Tiffany Cross. Andrew Gilliam. You remember Andrew Gilliam? He ran for governor or something in young, nice looking black guy, and had a wife and kids, beautiful family. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this horrible scandal where he's found in a hotel room, laying on the floor with some escort or a male escort and drugs all about. He's like literally laying in his own throw up, and they had pictures all over the tabloid. Like, it was horrible. And he has, like, it never happened. Like, literally, like it never happened.
Okay, but what is his profession? Politician.
Yeah, and then he's a podcaster.
Okay.
He has
Wait,
a
wait, 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 wait. Pin that. Like you said, pin that right there. Politician. A politician can be a politician from the time he's 20 till the time he dies.
mhm,
Politics is politics. A musician, UFC fighter, a runner, sprinter, all those a soccer player. You have
mhm.
your high moments, your peak, and then you come down. Now, you can segue to something else, but you'll never go back up to that part. So you end up becoming a producer, right? So we'll know you as a
Mhm.
producer, a great producer, but you're not going to be on the limelight. That's one thing for sure. So he's gone.
I don't agree. I disagree with that. I think he will. I think he'll be making songs. I think he'll be touring. He may do Dancing with the Stars. You know.
Jen, you want to bet? You want to bet
Yes.
this one?
Yes.
I,
Absolutely.
woo! Okay, what's the catch? Give me a catch. What's the
All right.
catch? What's the wager? Let's put a
Ain't
wager.
no catch. That's for real.
No, I need
He
a wager.
it will be not only songs, music,
Mm-mm,
it's gonna be
mm-mm,
t-shirts, it's gonna
mm-mm,
be a whole clothing line like watch.
mm-mm. What he's gonna do is he's gonna make money off
A
of what he has now.
documentary, personal, all this little content. All that's coming.
Documentary, yes, I agree. A documentary
Hmm.
will come about him. Yes, he'll make
Hmm.
money. Netflix has him on whatever. They'll
Hmm.
get him on some money. Fine,
Yeah.
we'll watch that. That's about it. Once it's gone, it's gone.
No, I think
He's
he'll
gonna
do
be
the
the butt.
music
He's
thing,
gonna be the
especially because of the
joke
Sons.
from
The
the.
Sons are already making songs. Like, literally, King Combs just put out a track 2 days ago. Like, literally, yeah. So,
The Sons.
and he'll
This
be right
man
there cheering them on.
done. Done. He's not your. What's that other lady that was caught with the one who was on the show, the one who was cook had insider whatever insider
Oh,
trading.
not Martha.
See, Martha Stewart. What was she? She was cook. It does not. Though they
She
are
was more
some
than just a cook, honey. She's like
well,
a
a
billionaire
billionaire,
mogul,
yeah,
And
but
she went right back to being a mogul. She had a show with Snoop and a whole product line. Like,
yes,
she good.
but even but seeing her case. And again, another thing that always gets you, he's black.
Like I said, black people have come back from
Mike
scandals.
Tyson. What happened to Mike Tyson?
He went on to have a successful podcast.
What is
Actually
he doing now?
got back in the ring recently. Everybody and their mama was trying to buy that fight. Are you
He
kidding
just
me?
had a heart attack.
Huh?
I thought he had a heart attack or something.
So he didn't end up he didn't make it through that fight,
He
but
didn't even make it to the fight. He got
through the
sick.
whole thing. Correct. He had to step down, but it was anticipated. It probably was sold out. Like it crashed cables. Like it literally broke the internet almost because, but and that's after everything that he's went through and all the scandals and everything. Marion Barry. I mean, like literally, I think dang dead yet. But yeah, he came back from his scandal. So I mean, that's politics too, but we come back from scandals, you know. So I feel like it's doable. I don't want to, like we're praising him or nothing like that because this is very serious stuff.
You're right. We're not praising him, guys. We're not praising him. All we're just looking at, trying to look at the statistics of how a musician, a UFC fighter, a sprinter, a boxer goes up and comes down and can never go back up. And this is why I'm saying he will never be up there. He will be on the sidelines now. Yes, you will see him. He'll be, when people
So
make.
okay, so that's the wager. That's the wager. We'll put a pin in that. That's the wager.
Right, okay, cool.
Okay.
And this is what will happen. Each time we go on a show and he comes up, please remind me and tell me, okay, Sambaza, this is what happened and this is what you said. And I'll take it. Hey, I'll take one for the Sambaza team. But I'm telling you, not coming back up. I'll take a drink on that. I'll wager you $1.
Okay, something like that. We'll have to make it more interesting than $1, but something like that. Okay, so those are the hot takes. You came with some hot ones. Okay, I didn't think you had it in you, but you came with some hot ones. Okay, very good.
What is it? What did he used to do when he used to come onto his show? Like when take it.
Take that. You're so silly. So yeah. Hilarious.
That's probably telling him that at whatever. That's probably what the jury is telling him. Take that.
Look. All right. Hopefully he learns his lesson. We'll see. Not Anthony laughing. Okay. Any additional thoughts on the news stories? We only took on 3 topics tonight in our headlines.
I think I had fun. Today I had fun with the last one I had fun. The other 2 were kind of somber and kind of teach people about how to go about look at the world. First, actually, this was a lesson. It teaches you how to look at your environment at home, and then also teaches you how to look at the environment outside. Because what I'm trying to say this: whatever happens out of this out of the USA, it will always affect you, even at home. And
absolutely,
I think the wallet knows about this. Finances will affect you. Whatever you're looking at, even if it's happening outside, pay attention because it's gonna affect your wallet because it's always about that wallet.
Okay, period. So we thank you guys for joining us, and we hope that today's conversation has inspired and enlightened you. If you found the episode meaningful, we appreciate the shares with your friends and family and colleagues. Our collective awareness and advocacy play a crucial role in creating positive change. We invite you to stay tuned for more engaging content. And we look forward to continuing these important conversations. And any last words?
Oh no, I just like to tell Sambazaji, hey, it's summertime. Enjoy yourself. July 4th is coming, and hey, get that barbecue going. Whatever you're gonna do, have fun, and just don't drink and drive. We just want you to be here with us, and life is precious.
Absolutely. I sent well wishes to our good friend who joined us last episode, Mr. Trent. and I will check in on him to make sure that the surgery went well. Check out that episode about being a organ donor that we had. That was episode 214. So we will check in on Mr. Trent to make sure that his surgery went well. And we thank you guys for touching in. We appreciate it for sure. All right. Until next time, take care. At this time, we're going to go ahead and conclude the episode. We greatly appreciate you listening. We invite you to follow us on social media. On Instagram, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. On Twitter, it is Woke by. On Facebook, it is Woke by Accident Podcast. We also have the new website up, www.wokebyaccident.net. Please check us out. And also follow us on all of your favorite streaming platforms. And please leave a review and share feedback. You can also reach out by Gmail, wokebyaccident@gmail.com. And every time you listen, we appreciate it so much. Thank you for listening and take care.
Quality proteins aren't just for special occasions. With Omaha Steaks, you get unbeatable flavor and value delivered right to your door. They have an unmatched selection of perfectly portioned proteins, including USDA-certified tender steaks, burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, and more. All flash frozen at their moment of peak quality. Then quickly delivered to your door in a dependable cooler. So a great dinner is just minutes away. From Taco Tuesday to a weekend feast. Omaha Steaks practically invented meat delivery, and they've been perfecting the art of premium proteins for over 100 years. With their 100% satisfaction guarantee, you can order with complete confidence. Taste the Omaha Steaks difference, a better, more convenient way to buy proteins. Start getting flavorful proteins delivered today. Visit omahasteaks.com and get $35 off with promo code AUDIO at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, code AUDIO. Terms apply. See site for details.